Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to Infinity Highway with Kel the Mason Man, Max the Spaz, and Rosemary the Truck. Now let's get this show on the road. Alright, hey, what's going on, everybody? Good morning. Welcome to Infinity Highway. Yeah, it has been a while since I have done any videos. I'll get to that in a minute. I'll get to explaining all that in a minute here. But yeah, so today is Tuesday, August 6, 2024. The time is 0900, and we are over here in Massachusetts right now, making our way out to Onfield, Connecticut. Hauling a load of beverage products. I think it's probably like the secret sauce, you know, like the concentrate. It's a load we picked up back in California 3-4 days ago. I think it was on Thursday or Wednesday. Picked up out of West Sacramento, about a 42,000 pound load. NorCal beverage, and we're taking it out to Coca-Cola in Onfield. It is 72 degrees outside, elevation 1,585 feet as I speak. We got 46 miles to go out of this trip that I think totaled about 2,900 miles from start to finish. So yeah, we've been at it a few days. But yeah, no videos for a while. Our last trip out, I did a video. I think that I started in like New Mexico, and it ended up being kind of like a multiple load, multiple day video, and I started feeling kind of ill. Started feeling kind of sick. Kind of on the way out. I think it was we were taking it was a load that we were taking out to a place near Birmingham, Alabama. And on the way out there, I started feeling kind of sickly. You know, like kind of like a cold, but it wasn't like a bad cold. It just felt kind of, you know, like some chest congestion and just kind of just feeling off, you know. And so we did that. We did, you know, a bunch of other loads, and I think we were out, you know, total 3.5-4 weeks or something like that. But we started up making our way back westbound because it was getting close to being time to go back home for break. And like I said, I was just kind of feeling off. I wasn't in the mood to do videos, you know what I'm saying? And we got a load that took us out to Salt Lake City, Utah. And it was scheduled for delivery. It was on a Saturday, whatever particular day. I don't remember, but it was, or actually I do remember. I remember very well. I'll tell you why I remember that here in a second. But it was a Saturday, and it was like a 6 a.m. delivery or something like that. So we parked nearby the receiver that night, and got up really early. I was feeling like hell. I mean, when I got up, I felt like dead. You know, like death. You know, I felt like I had the flu. You know, I felt, you know, I had a fever. I could feel that I had a fever. You know, body was aching. You know, everything was achy and just sore. And, you know, like I played football, you know, on Friday or something. You know, it just felt like shit. And so I made my delivery, and I called the boss. I told him, hey, dude, I need to take a day, man. I'm not feeling too good. And he's like, yeah, cool. And I ended up just literally sleeping for it had to have been 20 hours straight. Well, maybe not straight, because I ended up, I did get up after I made the delivery. I went to sleep. I think I woke up at like 8 p.m. that night. And the reason why I remember this now, the reason why I remember the date now, is because I got up and I looked at my phone. And, typically when I get up in the morning, I'll pull up YouTube and I'll look and I'll see what kind of news stories there were. Well, it was July 13th, and the main headline was, Donald Trump been shot, and I'm like, oh shit, Of course, that caught my attention, but, ultimately I still felt like shit, so, went back to sleep, slept until probably 10 or 11 a.m. the next day. So like I was saying, I slept for essentially 24 hours straight. Still felt like crap on Sunday. Still had a fever, so I was taking whatever it is, Theraflu, or I think I was taking both cold and flu medicine, but mainly because I needed to get the acetaminophen in and try and bring the fever down, because I was just hot as shit, but chills, right? I could just feel it, like on my forehead, hot as shit. And so that brought the fever down and stuff, but anyway, so we ended up getting a load that, ultimately took us home. I think I got back home on that Tuesday evening following that weekend. And so I was just taking like Tylenol and ibuprofen for pain, but Tylenol for the fever. And so we got home Tuesday evening, whatever that date would be, 15th, 16th, whatever it was. Pulled into the yard, and at this point I was feeling a lot better. Like the Tylenol was working, the soreness for the most part had gone away. I was still taking the ibuprofen. Got back to the yard where we leave our personal vehicles, basically in the spot where the big truck was, So I go pulling in to where my pickup truck was, and it was gone. And I call the boss, and I'm like, hey, do you know where my truck is? And he's like, oh, it's right there, in front of truck 720 where you parked it. I was like, well, so basically, you didn't move it? He's like, no. I said, so what you're telling me is it's been stolen then? He goes, well, no, I'm not saying that at all, but I saw it there. He says, I saw it there on Thursday, meaning 2 days before the Saturday that I started having, fever and stuff. He says, I saw it there Thursday. I've been on the road since. I said, oh, okay, so it's been stolen then. And sure enough, it had gotten stolen, a pickup truck. And that truck was a son of a bitch. Got a downgrade coming up. I don't want to get in a race with another truck. We are kind of heavy. So that truck, it was a 2002 F-250 crew cab. Nothing really special about it at all. I mean, there was nothing special about it at all. The only reason why I bought that truck, there was two reasons. Well, I bought it because I needed a vehicle to get between home and the yard where we park our trucks. And the reason why I got that truck versus something else was because that year F-250 still had the 7.3 liter diesel, which I'm a fan of. The 7.3 diesel motors, Power Stroke that Ford made were great motors. Right? Other than that, it was a piece of shit. The thing, nothing worked on it. I mean, turn signals and all that kind of stuff worked, but like air conditioning didn't really cool. It was crappy. Cruise control didn't work. There was some lights that just wouldn't work. Stuff. It was just it was a hunk of shit. And I knew it when I bought it. I think I spent like $8,000 on the thing. So it was sold cheap. It was used on a ranch. So, anyways, I really didn't care about the thing. When I saw that it had been stolen, I was kind of relieved because I'd been wanting to get something else anyways. You know, I'd been wanting to kind of upgrade, you know, get something kind of nice, you know. And so I said, in a way, I was kind of relieved, but at the same time, I'm pissed because it's like, dude, that's my freaking truck. Now what am I going to do? How am I going to get home? Anyways, you know, I called the police, and out there, it's the city of Antioch where our truck yard is, and they got a shit ton of crime. You know, they got their hands full. So I called the police, say, hey, you know, I need to report a stolen vehicle. You know, it's like 4 or 5 hours go by, and they still haven't shown up. And I'm just like, you know what? I called back. I said, you know what? Listen, I've had a long day. I don't feel well. Cancel the dispatch. I'll come down to the station tomorrow morning and do the report. It's like, okay, sure. I was like, yeah, man, I'm not feeling like being woke up at 2 a.m. by the police, you know, I'm asleep, feeling like crap. Anyways, so I go down to the police station the next morning, and obviously I'm driving this, you know, bobtail, the trailer, pull up to the police station, check in with them. They're like, okay, well, you know, we just gotta, you know, wait for an officer to have, you know, have a minute, and they can come by. So I got there about 8 a.m. They finally showed up at 10, and they took the report. Long story short, I went ahead and just took this truck home, you know, which isn't cool because where I live, it's an HOA, okay, and it's on a golf course, right? And so you're not technically by HOA rules supposed to park a commercial truck, you know, anywhere on the property for more than like 48 hours. But, you know, our neighbors are kind of cool. You know, we let them know the situation. They were okay with it. I get home, whatever that was, Wednesday now. And I had stopped taking Tylenol because I wanted to see, like, if my fever had broke yet. You know, I wasn't sure, right? And sure enough, I started getting really, really hot. You know, I stopped at, I started feeling feverish again, you know. Stopped at CVS on my way home, grabbed the thermometer, you know, took my temperature when I got home, and it was, I mean, and now this is 5 days after the fact that it first, you know, hit me, right? It's now Wednesday. I initially started feeling bad on Saturday, or feverish on Saturday. You know, started feeling bad way earlier than that, but like I said, take my temperature, 103.1. That's shit, you know, and like, okay. And I have another underlying condition. I don't know that I necessarily need to tell you what it is, but I have an underlying condition. I'm 51 years old, you know, and I developed a chronic condition for whatever the reason. However I, you know, developed it, I don't know, but it's a blood condition. And so I called that doctor and let them know what was going on. They says, oh yeah, get to the emergency room right away, you know, with your condition. Okay. So I go down there, they took blood work, and they did a COVID test, and did a flu test, and all kinds of stuff. Everything checked out pretty good. So they did a x-ray, chest x-ray, and it turned out that I had pneumonia. They says, oh yeah, you got a kind of a walking pneumonia, so you probably had it a while and you didn't know it, you know. Okay, so they gave me antibiotics for that. Man, it felt great. You know, 3-4 days later, it was a 5-day course. Started feeling great again. So that got resolved. But anyways, the point being of all that is that's basically why I hadn't been doing any videos. I was just feeling like crap, you know. And so, anyways, but here we are, and we're gonna run some videos again, I guess. I did end up getting myself a replacement vehicle. And yeah, pretty damn nice truck actually. The one that I was talking about that got stolen, that was a hunk of shit, I had bought down in Gilroy, California, and and I got it off of Craigslist. I was like, what the hell? I ended up being at home for about 2.5 weeks because of the truck being gone, And so I went on Craigslist again and found a truck again down in Gilroy, California. And this one is a 2014 F-250. It looks it looks just like the truck that got stolen, only newer, But it's a 2014 F-250. It's got a 6.7 power stroke diesel motor in it. Great motor, 400 horsepower out the floor. And the guy took immaculate care of it. Like, he took such good care of it. The thing is like new. I mean, it's literally like new, inside and out. The thing is just beautiful. It's crazy. I can't believe that I got this truck. I way overbought for my purposes, because all I need is from home to the yard. I'm not at home driving all the time. I'm not like running around doing errands. When I do go home, I'm typically resting and stuff, or making some quick errands. But we live half an hour away from anything, so it's not like I'm out and about all day. Thing's fully loaded. I mean, fully loaded. It's got leather interior, it's got all the bells and whistles you can get, basically. Navigation system. It's got the works. And but yeah, pretty damn nice truck. Spent about $22,500 on it, paid cash. So it was it's kind of a YOLO purchase, You only live once. I figured, you know what, let me just go ahead and get myself something nice. So I did. I'll post a couple pictures here. Hang tight. So yeah, that's the new beast, and it's a big truck too. I mean, it's big for an F-250. It's a big truck. Big beefy hood on it. Yeah, he's got a kidding me. It's got heated seats front and back, and it's got heated and cooled seats up front, so you actually have air conditioning on the seats up front that keep your ass cool, because you know how it is, like when you're sitting on a leather seat and it's hot out, and things get kind of sticky. so you get cool. So you get this flow of fresh, cool air coming up from behind you, underneath your rear end. It's great. It's actually pretty damn comfortable. I don't know. I can't imagine that I would ever use the heated seats because, we live in California, so it's not like living in Maine or something like that. But the cooled seats can definitely come in handy because it does get pretty warm out there where we live sometimes. It's kind of a trip, the way the world is taking shape lately. It's amazing how much shit has gone on over the last, month. It's crazy. Globally, not just here, but the fucking world is like just in chaos right now. But only in the Matrix, right? It's only in chaos on the Matrix, right? Obviously here, we're out here, in the world right now, and there's no chaos, But you go online, you see all this chaos going on, and all this deceptive bullshit, all this propaganda, just craziness. That's what I mean. The Matrix is the internet, right? That's the Matrix.
In 1 mile, take exit 4 on the right to I-91 South.
The real Matrix is the world as you live in it, right? You go out in the day and you're out driving and doing whatever it is you're doing. That's the real Matrix. The fake Matrix is the internet. So you go on the internet, you go in the Matrix, right? It's just all chaos and shit. Out here in the real one, it's of course if you live in a big city or something like that, then I'm sure you're probably experiencing some form of chaos, some form or another. But
take exit 4 on the right to I-91 South.
You got like Britain on the verge of civil war, and rightfully so. They should be pissed over there. They got the same reasons to be pissed over there we got to be pissed over here. Only worse for them. Ireland and stuff. They're just getting freaking run over by a freight train of government decisions that have nothing to do with the wishes of the people.
I-91 South.
And it's happening here too, just not to such a greater, it's just to a lesser degree. But it is happening here. And all the political bullshit. I never thought I'd live to see the day that the government would take away the rights of the people to vote on their leaders, but they are. That's what's happening.
In 3/4 of a mile, keep left to I-91 South.
Of course, to be honest with you, I've never believed in voting anyways. As it is, I've always figured that it was just a big scam. I'm 51 years old, and I've never voted, not once in my life. I actually registered to vote this year because I think it's important. you know, because there's actually somebody who, you know, obviously loves this country and loves the people and doesn't want to see it get steamrolled, you know. Yeah, and that's Donald Trump. No matter what you think of him, the guy loves this country. He loves the people and he wants to do the right thing for us, for it. All that other bullshit they talk about him, that's just all bullying, you know? It's all just bullying. They're just bullying him. They're like, oh yeah, bullying is bad. Yet that's all they're doing to him, and they're doing to the people who support him. I'm sick of it, you know? So I decided I'll just go ahead and register to vote this year, even though I live in California.
I-91 South.
Yep, bullying him, and then they're sweethearting the other one. Like, it's crazy. It's really something. Really something. It's kind of like, it's surreal, you know, almost. Like, it just doesn't feel real. It feels like more like a movie than anything, you know. And there's, you know, a large part of me that actually believes that's really all life is.
To I-91 South.
We all play a character in, you know. It's like a movie. I'm not the only one who's thought that. People have been you know, felt that way for millennia. Actually said that very same kind of thing, you know, like all the world's a stage. It's just one big play. We're all playing our own little individual character in it, you know, but just like an audience, you know, only this one is an audience participation kind of thing.
to I-91 South.
So because I believe that so strongly, and I do, I don't worry about stuff too much. Like,
Be in either of the two left lanes.
I don't let it overwhelm me because really it is. It's just a movie. You know, everything is already. Everything is already
Continue on
scripted.
I-91.
There's nothing ultimately we can do to change the script, right? even notice that we crossed the state line. Yeah, welcome to Connecticut. Entering on-field, and Highfield, on-field, something, I'm not sure. E-N. It's E-N field. Enfield,
In 1.25 miles, take exit 4070 on the right to Connecticut 190 East.
yeah, okay.
Take exit 4070 on the right to Connecticut 190 East. In 4 miles, turn left on Taylor Road. 1/2 mile, turn left on Taylor Road.
Hang on a minute. Be with you shortly. Figures.
Turn left at the
Yep, we almost made it the whole way here. We only got 2 more miles to go. See if we'll hang in there. Sticky pads getting unstickified. tell you, sometimes when I come into these places, I just go, man, I must be coming in the wrong way, you know. Get into a little residential neighborhood like this, and just going, man, did I go the wrong way? But the other option to get in here is actually more residential than this here, so we're all good.
In 1/4 mile, turn left on Moody Road. Turn left at the stop sign. In 1/4 mile, turn right on Crenshaw Road.
That's close. This is it.
Turn right on Crenshaw Road.
Yeah, it sure does feel like we went in the wrong way.
In 1/2 mile, arrive at 99 Crenshaw Road on the left.
Whatever, we made it. So, anyways, that's it. That's a wrap. Hope y'all are doing well. Thanks for watching Infinity Highway. Sorry for the kind of the pause and content. Like I said, that's just the way it goes sometimes. Oh boy, no, this does not look good at all. Yep, it looks very busy. Alright, gotta go. See y'all somewhere down the road. Bye.